A cool breeze is blowing in along with the holidays. We're your guide to staying safe and entertained this season. I'm Teresa Minarchek.
And I'm Kurt Friesen. We're the hosts of Lake Area Beat.
And here we are. The conclusion of another year is rapidly approaching. It went fast, didn't it?
It did. Both of our departments had high call volumes and a lot of events, so it made it go very quickly for us.
Yes, we jumped back into the events, and that really did go by fast, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. And thankfully we're indoors because it's snowing outside. I've got short sleeves on. You're a little more prepared than I am because it's cold.
Absolutely. Christmas seems to have come early this year.
It did. This fall, Christmas decorations were already encroaching upon Halloween displays. But then again, I guess you can never start your shopping too early. And fortunately, there are a lot of opportunities in downtown White Bear Lake.
Take a look at how the business community is thriving.
Boy, have we evolved.
On the day Upsy Daisy in downtown White Bear Lake celebrated 9 years in business,
How are you guys doing?
owner Danielle Rohde prepared to kick off the holiday shopping season during downtown White Bear Lake's annual open house.
Oh, I think they were out over in the beginning, but yeah, they're standing up and
Designed to bring shoppers to the downtown area.
I think especially the local White Bear Lake folks really look forward to this evening because they come out with their family and their friends and they start their holiday shopping season and they enjoy, they'll stop in the restaurants and have, happy hour or dinner and just make a real fun evening out of it.
Rohde, who stocks her store with merchandise made by local artists, says the community has been supportive of small business, though sales have been slower than usual.
Times are tough for a lot of families. Inflation has definitely played a big role in, we are seeing a little bit of a downtrend in sales. I think a lot of businesses are this year.
On the other side of Washington Square,
second floor, Avalon Mall, 4th Street, downtown White Bear Lake.
owner of Bella Maria Boutique, Emily Blake,
A lot of people say, oh, I didn't know you were up here.
supports local artists as well, featuring one-of-a-kind handmade gifts.
If you're gonna buy a gift for someone, it just means so much more to them if it's like something that's tangible, that's handmade. That person probably can't find that anywhere else.
Having started an online store during the pandemic, she opened her shop in 2021 and moved into her current space earlier this year.
I make these ones.
Like Rohde, she's experienced the push for shopping local, but acknowledges running a small business is very hands-on.
I remember me and my friends would set up a table, like a card table at the end of our driveway and sell miscellaneous toys that we had. But you didn't have to deal with the taxes and all that. So I wear so many hats, so many more than you would think.
There are more upcoming events for downtown White Bear Lake shoppers this season, including Small Business Saturday, Winterfest, and the Elf Hunt, where shoppers can see Santa, carolers, and ride on a horse-drawn trolley for free. Rohde says consumers are experience-driven, so these events are just what they're looking for.
We get a lot of people that come and they say, wow, I've never visited White Bear Lake before. What a wonderful downtown. And it really is, it's got great history, a lot of charm. Business owners are very thoughtful with offering just unique experiences. I think we're really fortunate. There's a small town, big impact.
Is your shopping done?
No. I have a few presents, and
I was going
that's
to say,
about
have you
it.
started yet?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. How about you?
Yes, started.
Okay.
There's still things lingering that we need to take care of, so
Yeah.
it's just how it is.
I know. I always continue to see stuff, and then when it's time for Christmas, I go, holy cow, I bought a lot of stuff because I forget and I hide things.
Yeah, no, my wife has a master list, and I let her kind of coordinate that. I just
Master
do what I'm
list.
told.
Oh, nice. Your wife sounds organized.
Yeah.
I need
yeah.
someone like that.
Yep.
Our Chief of Police, Julie Swanson, recently presented a report before the City Council to provide an update of current staffing numbers and activities. 2 new officers will be sworn in this month, but like many departments nationwide, we're facing some shortages.
She also talked about community events throughout the year, many of which were featured on the show. To see the entire report, you can watch the meeting on scctv.org. We're going to take a break, but coming up,
We'll have some tips on how to keep your holidays from going up in flames. The White Bear Lake Fire Department held its annual open house this fall, and people seemed to come out in record numbers. Here are some of the highlights.
We've got a 2.5-year-old who loves all things fire trucks.
Yeah.
We'll go inside. Look.
More and more people. Get more and more people every year. The weather's been great, so I think we put on a pretty good open house. The community really loves it and enjoys it. So.
Was it record-setting attendance, or did it just look that way?
I think it was close. We really were fortunate with the weather, and with doing it during the evening. Everyone's got busy schedules through the fall, so trying to do it on a weekday evening, we tend to grab some more people, I think, with that too.
I heard you had lines.
Yeah. So it was nice. I mean, we had a lot of people there. There were lines to do a lot of the different events we had. It was good to see everyone. So yeah, I feel like it was a really good year this year.
Nice. It's nice to see all the people come out and just get involved in stuff.
It is. A lot of good questions, a lot of education, a lot of fun. So
That's awesome.
It made it worthwhile.
Well, good job.
Yeah, it was fun. We planned the open house in October because it's Fire Prevention Month, and it's right before the holidays.
That makes sense because Thanksgiving, followed by Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, is the peak day for home cooking fires. And then decorations, Christmas trees, and candles account for a lot of fires as well. So what are a few of the most important things that people can keep in mind during this time of year?
Well, I think the big thing is with cooking fires, pay attention is the big one. Too many people start cooking, walk out of the kitchen, and then something happens and they're not there to adjust for it. So setting a timer, taking a utensil with you if you have to step away to remind you that you have something in the kitchen going on. Keep a clear area away from the oven and the stovetop. A lot of times things fall near the stove or onto it while burners are on, and that causes problems as well. So just keeping clear area, being organized, keep kids out of the kitchen, make sure your pot handles are in so kids can't grab them, are kind of the key things there with cooking.
Maybe have a spotter too to go in the kitchen if you have to go out.
If you have to run, you forgot an ingredient, you got to run to the store, make sure someone's there paying
don't leave
attention.
it. Good grief.
Don't leave it unattended. Always have someone paying attention.
What about decorations? How can we be safer with our decorations?
Yeah, decorations are another one. You got to remember that they're an electrical appliance. They plug into your home power, so make sure they're in good condition. You don't have any cords that are bad. When you plug them in, try to use devices that have overcurrent protection so you're not overloading a circuit. But the main thing is just making sure they're in good condition. I know a lot of us have older, traditional decorations that might have been handed down through the generations. Just make sure they're in good condition before you go and use them. So
So electrical tape on the cord is not a good idea, right?
No. Repair it appropriately is the key there if you're going to use it.
Or just get a new one. I think they make
Yeah.
retro decorations, don't they?
They do, yes.
What
So-
about Christmas trees, artificial and real?
Yeah. So trees are another big one. Obviously, decorations spill into that as well. If you're using a real tree, just make sure you're watering it daily. If it dries out, it becomes a huge fire hazard. And with the decorations in the tree, make sure you're not blocking your exits to your homes. Make sure you have clear pathways throughout the home. If you have combustible heating appliances, anything like that, make sure the decorations are away from it. Keep these clear spaces.
So space heater and fireplace should not be right next to the Christmas tree.
Yeah, we did have a little spell of portable heater fires last season here in White Bear. So I think that's a big thing, is making sure you keep that distance. Look at your manufacturer's instructions. Usually it's about 3 feet. You want to keep anything that can burn away from those space heaters, including decorations.
And fireplaces, I just mentioned, they need to be clean too.
Fireplaces, yeah, just make sure you're servicing them, make sure they're cleaned out, they're ready for use. And when you clean them out, if you have a true wood burning fireplace or wood stove, when you clean out any of the ash or debris, make sure it's in a metal bucket and it goes outside and it cools, instead of putting it into a combustible bag
Paper
and then
bag.
into the trash can, which is next to the house or in the garage, and then it only takes a few hours for it to sit and warm up, and then
Yep.
it can start a fire as well.
I know fire department years ago has responded to fires from people doing that in a paper bag, and
Yeah.
they stuck it outside in the snow, thought that'd be fine, but it was right next to the garage.
Yep.
Started the garage on fire.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah. Like I said, we always go back and reflect on the season and the data that we see, and that's how we move forward with our prevention efforts. So a lot of the community events we do it to go out and see everyone in the community and have fun, but we always have handouts, and it's always pertinent to what are we seeing as a current trend within our community. So this year, this season, we're going to be doing a big push of space heaters, decorations, and cooking fires, because that is what we were seeing as high percentage of our fires through the winter season last year. So we're going to have an event coming up at Station 920, our South Station, in December with Santa there, so the kids can see Santa. But we're also going to push our prevention messages to the
Nice.
parents while they're waiting. So
That's good.
we're going to try and kind of maneuver that into it, make it about education, and then you get the perk of seeing Santa.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Coming up after the break, we meet a young man who has turned suffering into success.
A young man with a tough start in life is finishing on top.
Producer Mary Klein brings us his story.
Stay true to yourself and always be you.
In life, we sometimes need a little inspiration. Something or someone to help us see things more clearly. With his signature boots, buckle, and hat,
Azure County Sheriff's Department.
23-year-old Austin Anthony dressed in black from head to toe
The man in black. I am the man in black.
has the brightest of outlooks on life.
I'm thinking about, how I was before then, before I got successful, and now I'm here, and I'm living the dream, I guess you could say.
He cleans the Bel Air Education Center every night, Monday through Friday. With precision, patience, and most of all, passion.
Absolutely everything about it I love. I love the building, all the friendly people here, just cleaning and giving back to the school that taught me everything. It's really awesome.
He wasn't always this optimistic. Life for him has been hard.
I always acted up in school. I wasn't super cooperative in class. I was out of place.
He grew up in and out of foster homes, frequent separations from his biological family. It had a ripple effect, causing troubles in school, but with some help from staff at Wells North,
you can transfer from one setting to another, right?
things turned around.
Well, the first day I was super nervous because there's a bunch of cops.
He got a job cleaning the White Bear Lake Police Department, where he worked for 3 years.
And it was such an honor to work with them, and meeting Julie Swanson.
Helping build his confidence and his spirit.
I get compliments all the time whenever I clean, on how much of a good job I'm doing.
His experience eventually landed him the job at Bel Air, facilitated by Wells, or Work Experience Life Skills, which serves students 18 to 21 who have emotional behavioral disorders, autism, and cognitive disabilities. Chris McDonald is a work coordinator with Wells and says seeing Austin's success brings him to tears.
Definitely a first student who went to the school and then later worked at the school within our district. So he's breaking barriers in that regard, because there have been former students who have wanted to do that who have not been able to get there. So, and to see him here and to say that he's living the dream is, I'm going to start bawling.
Chris has recruited Austin to speak with other Wells students about his journey.
You know what I'd do, Austin? I would take a picture of each door being locked.
So while he serves as an inspiration for them, I found it's his brother, AJ, who inspires him.
I'm doing all this hard work for him.
Performing his job with heart and soul because his brother didn't have that luxury.
So he was born with half a heart, and he never really had much of a life. He couldn't have a job. So he had trouble breathing all the time. He was in the hospitals a lot.
He died a couple of years ago, but his memory lives on every night. The man in black rolls through these empty hallways.
I really love him, and I just really appreciate everything that he did for me. Yeah, this is for you, AJ.
Well, I always enjoyed Austin around the PD and enjoyed saying hi to him every day, but he was very busy working.
Yeah, no, he did a great job, and
Yeah.
he's moved on, but
We wish him the best.
absolutely. That's all the time we have for this edition of Lake Area Beat. I'm Kurt Friesen.
And I'm Tracy Menarchuk. We wish you a safe and happy holiday. See you next time. Guess what's on the top of Kurt's wish list is days off from work so he can be with his family, Maybe something for the grill or some kind of hockey something, some kind of boat thing or cabin thing.
Those are all really good guesses. If I had to guess what's on the top of Tracy's list, I would say an accessory for her jet ski or her car, or like she said, maybe a new vacuum or a broom. Take a look to see how community businesses.
No!
I thought you stumbled there. I just wanted to help out. I like to do like cross hatches on the carpet.
You do?
Like a baseball
like you're
field.
Mowing the lawn?
Yeah, like a baseball field. You gotta get that diamond
try
print.
that because I like them just straight
Yeah,
and all going one way.
Yeah, no, try and like do it like an outfield
And
in a
I
baseball.
like back out too.
Yeah,
I will try the baseball. I'm gonna do the baseball diamond
it's fun.
today.
Yep. We're gonna take a break, but coming up,
We'll have some tips on how to keep your holidays from going up in flames. You held on.
yeah, I
Thank
battled
you.
through. Yeah,
Thank you.
I battled through.
Thank
don't
you,
worry.
because I did not want to have to do that maneuver. Did you hear that? It was softer, but she did it.
Yeah, I know. She's reluctant.
She's thinking about it,
She's
but she's like, you know what?
She's like,
Good
that's probably
enough.
the best he's
That is good enough. We've set the bar.
Well, that's been my goal for the last 4 years.
It's true. We started here. Slowly moved that bar.
Broken all of you down.
Yes, you've broken us.